Second, you should consider maintaining integrity and professional relationships. 1.04 Integrity. A. Behavior analysts are truthful and honest and arrange the environment to promote truthful and honest behavior in others. B. Behavior analysts do not implement contingencies that would cause others to engage in fraudulent, illegal, or unethical conduct. C. Behavior analysts follow through on obligations and contractual and professional commitments with high-quality work and refrain from making professional commitments they cannot keep. D. Behavior analysts' behavior conforms to the legal and ethical codes of social and professional community of which they are members. See also 10.02a, timely responding, reporting, and updating of information provided to the BACB. E. If behavior analysts' ethical responsibilities conflict with law or any policy of an organization with which they are affiliated, behavior analysts make known their commitment to this code and take steps to resolve the conflict in a responsible manner in accordance with law. Now that we learned about the code 1.04 Integrity, let's watch a video. After the video, please identify if the therapist violated the code.
During lunchtime, Tom, an RBT, is talking with his colleague in the clinic's break room.
I really don't want to go to session today. I was up late last night studying for my exam and I'm exhausted.
Oh man, you poor thing. What are you gonna do?
My client tantrums a lot and it's hard to deal with. I'm just going to call my supervisor and tell him I'm not feeling well.
Oh, do you have enough sick days?
Yeah, we have a few.
What do you think? Does the therapist violate the code? Yes or no? If you said yes, you're right. The therapist called out of the session just because he didn't want to go to the session. What should you do to be an honest RBT? Your responsibility is to attend each scheduled session, follow the procedure written by your supervisor, and collect accurate data during the session. You should avoid calling out of session without a valid reason, making up your own procedure, and fabricating data. 1.05 Professional and Scientific Relationships. A. Behavior analysts provide behavior analytic services only in the context of a defined, professional, or scientific relationship or role. So what does this code mean for you? When your friend asks you for advice on how to help her child with autism, you should say, "I'm sorry that I can't give you any advice. That would change the nature of our friendship. I would love for us to continue to be friends. Would you like me to help you find a qualified behavior analyst?" B. When behavior analysts provide behavior analytic services, they use language that is fully understandable to the recipient of those services while remaining conceptually systematic with the profession of behavior analysis. They provide appropriate information prior to service delivery about the nature of such services and appropriate information later about the results and conclusions. So what does this code mean for you? If you are speaking with parents or teachers about what you are teaching your clients, you should use words they can understand, ask them whether or not you are being clear, and do your best to relay your message effectively. C. Where differences of age, gender, race, culture, ethnicity, national origin, religion, sexual orientation, disability, language, or socioeconomic status significantly affect behavior analysts' work concerning particular individuals or groups, behavior analysts obtain the training, experience, consultation, and/or supervision necessary to ensure the competence of their services, or they make appropriate referrals. What does this mean for you? Before starting to work with a client who has a different culture from yours, you should talk with your supervisor about any cultural differences you should be sensitive to and how to address the cultural differences. Ask for specific training from your supervisor or another experienced person if needed. If there is a culture barrier and you feel your client may benefit if you understood their culture better, be proactive. Consult with your supervisor and be on the lookout for conferences or workshops to educate yourself. D. In their work-related activities, behavior analysts do not engage in discrimination against individuals or groups based on age, gender, race, culture, ethnicity, national origin, religion, sexual orientation, disability, language, socioeconomic status, or any basis prescribed by law. E. Behavior analysts do not knowingly engage in behavior that is harassing or demeaning to persons with whom they interact in their work based on factors such as those persons' age, gender, race, culture, ethnicity, national origin, religion, sexual orientation, disability, language, or socioeconomic status in accordance with law. So what does this code mean for you? You should treat others as they would like to be treated. Don't assume you know how others like to be treated. Be respectful of others' perspectives and communicate. Promote your client's dignity. For example, be sensitive to the way you speak to different aged clients. You would not speak to a 4-year-old the same way that you would speak to a 15-year-old. F. Behavior analysts recognize that their personal problems and conflicts may interfere with their effectiveness. Behavior analysts refrain from providing services when their personal circumstances may compromise delivering services to the best of their abilities. So what does this code mean for you? Take proper care of yourself if you are sick, injured, anxious, or experiencing family conflict. Experiencing any of these can make it difficult for you to provide the best possible care for your clients. Be sure to communicate with your supervisor if you need some time off. 1.07 Exploitative Relationships. A. Behavior analysts do not exploit persons over whom they have supervisory, evaluative, or other authorities such as students, supervisees, employees, research participants, and clients. B. Behavior analysts do not engage in sexual relationships with clients, students, or supervisees because such relationships easily impair judgment or become exploitative. C. Behavior analysts refrain from any sexual relationships with clients, students, or supervisees for at least 2 years after the date the professional relationship has formally ended. D. Behavior analysts do not barter for services unless a written agreement is in place for the barter that is 1. Requested by the client or supervisee, 2. Customary to the area where services are provided, and 3. Fair and commensurate with the value of behavior analytics services provided. What does this mean for you? You should avoid engaging in any behaviors that affect your professional relationships with your clients. For example, don't use your position as an RBT as a way to form a romantic relationship with coworkers or clients.